COVID was an incredibly difficult time for universities, just like it was a difficult time for a lot of families all over the world. When you're put in a situation like that, you have the option to use the difficult situation as an excuse. And believe me, a lot of people used COVID as their excuse for the better part of 2 years. But you also have the opportunity to try your best to make the best of a difficult situation. Try to find the silver lining. Um, Whatever situation you're put in is not within your control, but what is in your control is how you respond to it. So, in the Department of Automotive Engineering, when COVID hit, we tried to make the best of a bad situation, and that was to start offering an online program. And so this video talks about the program modality of our automotive engineering master's degree. And modality is just a fancy word of basically defining whether we're talking about online or in person and how the curriculum and content is delivered. So the frequently asked question that this video is helping to address is whether or not Clemson's automotive engineering master's program is in person, online, both, or neither. And the answer is it's both. You can do one or the other. Our program is offered as either an in-person option or an online option. So let's talk about the details and who might be the best people to take the in-person versus online options. We try our best to offer as many of our classes, our normal classes that are offered in person, online as possible. And that works for the majority of the classes, but I can't say it works for all of the classes. There are a few lab-based classes that are simply pretty difficult to translate online. However, the majority of our classes are offered as either online or in person. So if you take our program as either an in-person or online student, the idea is that you're getting as close to the same experience as possible and you're learning the same material. Now, if you're an international student, you probably would like to select the in-person program. And the reason is because if you're an in-person student, that's the way to get a student visa, to get the ability to move to and live in the US and get your foot in the door in the US job market. If you're an online student, you are not eligible for a student visa and to be located here in the US. So who might take the online program in that case? Well, really it's ideally suited for people who are working full-time. Maybe you have a bachelor's degree in engineering and you decided to start working and you're enjoying your career, you're enjoying your job in your company, but you're finding that you're held back a little bit by the fact that you never went on for an advanced degree. You'd like to advance your knowledge and skill set further? Well, then why don't you continue working and do an online master's degree from our automotive engineering program. This way you can sort of accelerate your promotion and raise schedule, try to get that next promotion sooner than you would have. Or maybe even it's currently holding you back and getting a master's degree would enable you to get that next promotion. The other reason this could be incredibly attractive is because many companies offer programs where they will pay for sometimes all of your tuition costs, and sometimes there's a limit, so maybe it's not all, but it's definitely still most. So you can essentially get your graduate degree paid for by your company, and it's really a win-win. So please check if your employer offers a program like this. A lot of the big companies do. Finally, one more option if you're interested in just taking some of our classes and getting some sort of piece of paper that says that you passed those classes, but you're not fully committed to a master's degree yet, we do offer a graduate certificate. So here you would take a few classes, I believe it's 4, and you would get a graduate certificate. And those 4 classes could also be done online. So if you're working, check with your boss, check with your employer, see if the certificate's enough to get you the raise. And if not, then go for the full master's degree. If you start the certificate and take those 4 classes and then decide you like it, those can be translated directly to the master's degree as well. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out the other videos on our YouTube channel.